Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Sullivan from the library. I'm here to bring you your April crafts. I know we normally go to the library to do our crafts, but since we can't this month, I thought it might be fun to do together online. Luckily, the craft that we had planned for this month is with materials that we have at home anyway, so it worked out great. We are going to make some sock bunnies. I made some last night with my boys, and they all came out very cute and very different. So in front of me, I have all of the materials that we'll need to make the craft, and I'm going to show you what I have. And then if you don't have something in front of you, you can actually just pause me and run and get whatever you need and then come back. That's another really cool thing about doing it this way. So here we go. We need either rice or beans, string or rubber bands, ribbon, scissors, markers, glue. I think that was left off the list, so you might have to pause me to go get this. Glue, a cup, and a sock. It could be any type of sock. It doesn't have to be a sock like this. It could be a little sock. It could be a big sock. It could be a sock with patterns on it. However you want your bunny to look, whatever sock you have is going to work out great. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our sock and put it inside the cup. And then we're going to stretch the top of the sock out real wide like this and put it right over the top of the cup. Like that. The other thing that you could do is if you had a tape roll, you could use that. You would put the sock through the tape roll and stretch it out big and wide like you did for the cup and put it over the tape. Still have that hole where you're going to put the rice or beans. So now we're going to add our rice or beans. I'm going to use rice today. I've decided to use a cup to put my rice inside the sock, but you can use your hands, you can use a spoon, you can use whatever you want to use. Here we go. I am going to fill my sock with rice. And depending on how big you want your bunny to be is how much rice you're going to use. So I can make it small like this. I could even make it smaller than that. Or I could add a little more and make it a little bigger. Once I've added all the rice that I want to use, I think that's a good amount for this one. I'm going to take it off the tape or the cup. And I am going to take either a rubber band or a piece of string and tie it closed so that none of the beans or rice can escape from our sock. So let's tie it in a knot. It might be easier if you lay it down to do this. I am going to try to stand it up and do it so that you can see what I'm doing. So I have tied it closed. I'm going to double knot it so that it stays closed because we don't want the rice or the beans to get all over. All right, now that that's all done, we are going to work on the body of the bunny. You're going to find a spot in the middle, wherever you think that you would like it. You can make a bigger bottom and a smaller head, or you can put it right in the middle. And you're going to squeeze that part. I think I'm going to put it here. You're going to squeeze that part, and you're going to make sure there's no rice or beans in that part. And you're going to take your other piece of ribbon or rubber band, and you're going to tie it around, just like you did at the top. All right, I'm going to lay it down for this one. And I am tying a double knot real tight, real tight. You don't want any beans or rice in there. Okay. So now I have my bunny head and my bunny body, and these will soon be bunny ears. First, we are going to trim off the excess ribbon right here, close to the sock so we don't see it. And you're going to do the same thing for the bottom. Okay. Now we're going to work on the ears. First, you're going to decide how long you want the ears. Do you want them super long where they're going to be floppy? Or do you want to make them a little shorter where they stand up, like these guys? I think I'm going to go in the middle for these. I am going to trim right about here. But before I actually trim them, I'm going to take my glue, if I have any, and I'm going to put my glue inside my sock, about an inch up, and I'm going to squeeze just a little bit. And then I'm going to squeeze my ears together so that when we cut them, the two parts of the sock are going to stay together. All right, so I squeezed all of that. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim right across the top. Again, this might be easier if you lay it down. I'm going to stand it up just so you can see what I'm doing. After that's done, then you're going to cut right down the middle so that you're going to make two ears. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to go right down the middle. All the way down to the piece of string that we tied or the rubber band that's there. Okay. Now we're going to take our ears, and if it's easier, you could draw the shape of an ear on it. So I'm just going to go like that, and then I'm going to cut right along those black lines. So here is one ear. If you don't like the way that came out, mine came out a little crooked, so I'm going to do it again. There we go. It's a little better. And then I'm going to do the same thing around the same size as the first. So I'm going to stand them up next to each other so I can see, and then I'm just going to go straight around like that. This one needs a little more off this side, I think. But again, you're a bunny, so you can make your ears look like whichever way you want them to look. Now, I have my ears, which I think I want them to be a little floppier. And I have my head and I have my body. So now I can add a ribbon to the middle. I'm going to stand it up here on this cup so you can see. I'm going to tie a bow right around the middle. I'm going to turn it around so I can make a bow. All right. Mom or Dad can help you with that if you need a little help making a bow. You could make a big bow, you could make a little bow, you could actually even tie the bow around the ears if you wanted to try that. I haven't tried that yet, but that might be fun. Okay. The next thing I want to do after I make my bow is I want to trim the edges a little bit so it's a little shorter. And then I want to decide how I want to make the face. Do I want to use markers? Or do I have some things, do you guys have some things laying around your house that you could use? Maybe buttons or pom-poms or googly eyes. The best thing about making these sock bunnies is that you can do all sorts of different things to make them all look a little bit different. All right. I am going to use, I think, markers. What color should I use? I'm going to go with black. And I'm going to make an X for an eye and then an X for a nose, and then a little bunny mouth. I also have pom-poms and googly eyes that I had in my house from past projects. So I could add those if I wanted to. But whatever you do is going to make it look a little different. So if I added this googly eye, it's going to make it look a little bit different than it would with just the X's. All right, so you know what? I'm going to go with googly eyes today. I have some glue here, and I'm going to put this right over the X so you can't even tell I put that there. And I'm going to grab another one out of this bag I have. And then because I have pom-poms, and I like pom-poms so much, I am going to use a pom-pom tail. Okay. Let's see. What color you think I should go with? You think yellow? Nice big yellow one. Here we go. Going to add a little glue to that. And I'm going to put that right on the back of my bunny. And there you go. We all have sock bunnies now. And you know what would be super cool? If you took pictures of all of your sock bunnies and had mom or dad post them in the comments section. That way we can all see what everybody's bunny turned out like, just like we do at the craft at the library. I hope you had a good time making sock bunnies. If you have more socks, you can make more sock bunnies and make a whole sock bunny family if you want. And I can't wait to see what your bunnies turned out like. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you at the library very, very soon. I miss you guys. Bye.